If you are receiving this message, it means you've found us at last. You've come, and with you comes the next great step in the evolution of humanity. We have been preparing for your arrival for years, perhaps centuries. We have been patient. We know you have much to teach us. If you can hear my voice, whoever you are, welcome home.
It just repeats after that.
Who was that?
The head of the station, presumably.
Sounds more like a cult leader to me. Someone who flew too far from home. Generations ago, millions of Earthers tried to set up mining stations in the belt. Some of them lasted. Some died off right away. And some of them, no one knows.
Still, a station this large, uncharted, and seemingly uninhabited? It's like nothing I've heard of.
What did the initial scans tell us?
None of the scanners penetrate past the first level, but there are no heat signatures, no activity except this broadcast. Looks clear.
Maybe. But we don't know if the pirates have found the coordinates another way. Or anyone else.
Not to mention, how the fuck are we gonna find it in there? The place is massive.
There was a line in the coordinates. Something about the first ones.
Fuck does that mean?
Won't know till we get inside. Arlen, Rayan, stay on the ship. Be ready to burn hard if there's any activity on the radar.
Sure thing, boss man. Good hunting.
Maya and I will head inside and search around.
Cap! Be careful in there.
I said Virgil will remember that. That's suspicious.
Exactly how old is this place?
Too old to be on any maps. Maybe 100 years?
Damn. This is fucking strange.
Let's search for the command center.
Found it! Over here.
I've never seen helmets this old. Crazy that people used to wear these into the vacuum.
An entire station, completely abandoned. I can't even imagine what could have happened here.
Maybe we'll find out. As long as it's on the way to finding the MK core. The station is ancient, but the nav beacon is new tech.
So did Maya plant that, or did someone show up here before us?
The aux power is on these breaker boxes. This sector is now powered. There are 3 total. Each should have its own control room like this.
3 sectors. I'll go ahead to find the control centers in each one. You keep scanning the servers for any leads.
Fine. Have the fun to yourself.
I'll call you once I power up the next sector.
Now, I know this is not really meant to be a combat-heavy game, but I thought she was a Marine, and maybe they're not all soldiers, because they talked about her being an engineer. We kept passing up all these weapons in the previous areas. I'm sure that while some weapons may be discarded and have no ammo, if they could find torpedoes and stuff, and PDC ammunition, I'm sure that there was ammo for personal firearms. Doesn't look like she's carrying any firearms whatsoever. We're just gonna leave her in the control center.
The idea of exploring this whole station doesn't appeal to me. But whoever said riches came easy.
Yeah, the way they wrote that in there, that's definitely cultish.
We still haven't talked about last night. Probably should keep it that way for now. About last night.
Yeah, Cap. Tell us about last night. Which one of you made all those noises? Sounded like a koyo stakada.
Ah, Falota! Get off this channel!
Raiden will remember that.
Private channel from here on out, okay? And maybe we just focus on the mission for now.
You got it, Boss Meng.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
There's a dead body here. He seems almost posed.
That's weird. Do you think it's related to the core?
Don't know. I'll keep searching around. The last one? Huh. What does this mean?
I leave this message having surrendered the sector to the vacuum. Reserve my body for what comes next. Trust Dalton. Trust the signal. We'll live again. The last one. Oh great, we got like a zombie cult? No guns?
Okay. This group called itself the Cassiopeia Collective. Landed here in 2226. They were an unlicensed settler community from Earth.
What happened to them?
No clue. Nothing good, by the looks of it.
Just making sure that there's no loot. I mean, that's the way the game operates here, is that there's always stuff that you need to pick up just in little nooks and crannies, or you don't get all the events in the ship, associated achievements, and what I would assume the best endings. Connect the junction boxes.
If Cox was right, we're about to hit the greatest score a scavenger has ever come across.
That's what he said.
So, what do you plan to do with it? The money, I mean.
I'll head back to Ceres.
You want to go back to the station where there's a bounty on your head?
With this money, I can make the bounty disappear.
How? By going to war with Dawes?
By making him irrelevant. I'm going to build an OPA that actually helps Belters.
Oh, that's it? Oh, I didn't see what the other one... I didn't see what the other one said. I was assuming that it didn't have anything special. I think it said connect the link or something. Alright, hold on. Let me redo this section. Okay, so the only thing that this other button was connect left, which doesn't look like it leads anywhere. Well, let's try it. You can only feed power to one of them, which kind of makes sense. I guess we'll disconnect and it automatically removes the left one away. So I guess we connect down. So that's all I missed, was the wrong option. Yeah, you gotta keep looking up. You gotta keep looking up at the ceiling if you want all the salvage. And you gotta get all the salvage to, what I assume, get the best ending. My only beef is the game just sometimes puts you out of this exploration mode. And you are locked off from salvaging the rest.
Falota.
Drummer? What happened?
Dead bodies. Many of them. I'll head to the power. Then we can investigate it together.
Now you want to include me? Fantastic.
So what about you? What are you going to do with your share?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Falota, you must have some idea. You could pick a station to settle in. Set up shop as an engineer.
I could. I'd miss flying around, though. Maybe I'll buy the Artemis off Khan. You can call me captain for a change.
This ship has had enough mutinies already.
Seems like a lot of work just to collect an item and then put it in your back. Why not just grab it and put it in your back?
I'm not familiar with the Dalton principle. Something tells me it's not exactly accepted science.
Good to know they're still using the QWERTY keyboard in the future. Okay, I was expecting like the last picture to be some sort of a, not really a jump scare, but some sort of evil thing. Though these are probably not that innocent either.
Bodies in the vacuum don't decompose. Guess that was the lesson. Next life goals. Strange lesson for children. Or anyone.
See my mommy, fight the bacteria.
Reading this message, you'd hardly know they'd given up on surviving and are putting all their hope in aliens?
By unanimous vote, the Cassiopeia Collective has decided to decommission all biomass recyclers and break them apart for materials. Once a suitable amount of material has been collected, we will commence Phase 4 to begin construction of Stasis Coffin. I've always thought that this game could just be like another kind of Mass Effect style game without all the shooting or RPG mechanics.
This feels like grave robbing. Even more so than usual.
I know. But just think of the historical value. These were some of the first people to try and survive out here.
Does historical value pay well?
Beats me.
All of this planning and effort, just to prepare for their own deaths. These aren't just coffins. They're designed to keep corpses in stasis, virtually forever. Looks like they were pulling walls off the station to fashion these caskets. Big pagal.
I think I would enjoy exploring a little more if I weren't pressured to find all of these scavengeable artifacts or data logs. I get that it removes the stakes from exploration or reward for that matter, but I feel like I can't be at ease exploring. That I have to just be on the prowl for things, and if I get to a cutscene, I have to wonder like, oh geez, did I just lock myself out of content? Yeah, I saw the thing I was supposed to hit.
Will I mess up your work if I remove this power converter?
It's fine. That's a backup from their first attempt at wiring this place. They must have had no idea what would work long-term in microgravity.
Just threw a bunch of caca at the wall and saw it didn't float. Whatever else this group was, they were brave.
You always want to, especially in a game like this, do your primary objectives last.
You were kidding. It's like a crypt. I thought Belters recycled their dead.
We do. We don't get to be sentimental. We use every ounce of every resource we have. It's how we survive.
So what do you think happened here?
Maybe the people here were abandoned and got desperate. They could have thought they needed the bodies for something.
Could be.
They talk about how they're so broken and everything, yet all those battleships we left behind, I'm 100% sure that there's money and materials that are more valuable than a corpse there.
There's no sign of the core yet. I'll check the server here. Keep me posted on any more excitement you find.
I submit this recording alongside the station's medical records for future study. Though I take less faith than Dalton and foreign visitors, I have hope our tragedy will prove instructive to the burgeoning field of extraterrestrial immunology. The pandemic which decimated this station began as a standard Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection. I contend it was our antibiotic air filters which provoked the initial evolutionary surge. But it was the children born to this station whose stunted immune systems provided the fatal breeding grounds. I did all I could. In truth, we all did. But we had no chance.
All these poor Sabakawalas, staring at the abyss for eternity. I'd never let this happen to me. I've got my recycler all picked out.
Hopefully I'm not making you nauseous by spinning my camera around. Yeah, this is the only way to get all the stuff. The hands of the king are the hands of a healer, and so shall the rightful king be known.
Looks like the medic was well liked.
He gets a halo.
So you're heading back to Ceres and leaving the Artemis without a captain?
I suppose that's true.
Damn. If I knew last night was a one-off, I would have gotten even less sleep.
I will miss you too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. At least call me a well-walla, or tell me how you can kick my Martian ass.
I will miss kicking your ass, well.
Thank you.
Why does it have to be a one-night stand?
They were taking supplements to combat living in microgravity.
Wonder if it's the same stuff we take.
I doubt it. The only reason we survive now is because of what we learned from settlements like this.
These must be from whoever planted the MK core. We're close.
Alright, well I can see that one of them leads directly to nothing, so we'll connect left. Oh, because my cursor flew off the box at one point while I was reorienting myself, it defaulted to this one over here. Whatever. I thought I'd looked at that. Maybe not directly at it. I was trying to... I clicked just too late as I was flying past it. Thought the game was freezing for a second. Turns out my mouse ran out of room when I was spinning.
Looks different from the coffins in the upper sectors. Maybe they built it in the early days, before they ran out of supplies.
Another nav beacon.
We must be getting close to the core.
So these nav beacons that Maya's not placing doesn't worry the captain at all. She's not gonna travel around with her gun drawn or anything like that.
Is this where the broadcast came from? Could be a transmitter.
Invisible wall.
You seeing this?
Sure am. How has all of this just been sitting here?
Their stories were abandoned, just like they were.
What gets me is that there was no OPA back then. There wasn't even the word Belter. But as soon as they got out here, somehow their lives didn't matter anymore.
Huh. Well, if that's how you feel, welcome to the OPA.
I'm serious.
I'm serious too. The OPA isn't just for dock orphans on Ceres. It's for anyone who wants to fight for a free belt. At least that's what it should be.
One more pip to go in my backpack.
With all this alone time you've given me, I've been thinking about something. Whatever this treasure is, the one thing we know is that it will change everything. No more scavenging, no more running.
That's the hope.
The thing is, I think if I had all the money in the world to do anything I wanted, it would be doing this. With you.
Okay, not this exactly, but working with you to help build a better future for the Belt. I want to be a part of it. If you'll have me, I mean.
I'd be lucky to have you. So would the OPA. As long as you're sure that's what you really want.
I want to be a part of something that matters. And I want to be with the only person who's ever made me feel like I matter too. Holy shit, this is beautiful.
Stop pushing me forward. I need to make sure I found all the loot.
It would be beautiful if it wasn't filled with dead Belters. That shape at the bottom, I recognize it from the coordinates.
That's promising. Let me check the server for this sector, then I'll meet you down there.
I see the saving icon and I just get filled with dread. instead of relief.
Okay, here's something. The sector's thermoscanner reports biometric presence. There must have been someone here.
They're still here!
Coming down!
No, stay back. Try to get eyes. My name is Kamina Drummer. I don't know who you are, but...
I know who you are! You're the pirate JP sent to take me out! Lousy in your scum! But you'll never find that sample!
Maya!
I see him. He has you pinned down. I'll try to direct you from up here. Okay, he's coming up on the left. Okay, he's flanking around to your left. You got him, but I don't think he's down. I lost visual.
Maya!
Wait, he's charging. Your left now.
Wrist terminal broken. And he was running low on oxygen.
The hypoxia must have made him disoriented. He seemed to confuse you for someone else. JP?
I don't see how a round like that would make Khan lose her arm. But I guess I just don't know that much about medicine.
I wouldn't have made it through that firefight without Maya.
His oxygen was so low, I don't think he even knew who he was shooting at.
I know he just tried to kill you, but... poor guy.
Wonder what this guy was doing down here.
Let's look around. He was obviously here for a while. Maybe he left something behind.
This wrist terminal is too busted to search.
There's a hand terminal over there. Must be his.
Addicts, I dug up my old grad school notes. According to an epidemiology professor, there was an early Belter settlement at these coordinates that died out a century ago. Can you get us there?
There's a message on here.
You stole something from me. Luckily for you, my desire to see it returned is greater than my desire for revenge. This will be your only chance. Say I was open to it. My partner has other ideas. We know. She's already contacted the UN and their Shinabi. Luckily, some pirates got to them first. Pirates? Are they? Don't worry about them. Just send me your location and hold tight. However you deal with your partner, my men will clean it up. This is why I love Earthers.
So this man stole the MK core. Brought it out here with his partner.
His partner, who must be around here somewhere. Maybe they have the core.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about the partner. What I'm more concerned about is where's his gun and why is Maya not securing it?
This man worked for whoever made the MK core.
So where's his partner?
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can head back. There's like this whole area here I haven't looked at. The one little arrow pip on me says that I need to find it before we end this mission. So we got to do the objective last. This is the way we came in from, but let's see if those junction boxes are lit up or anything. Nope. But this must be my last pit. Good thing I'm always paranoid.
Got some mining charges here. Looks disarmed.
Wait. How much do they look disarmed?
Just remember, when you wake up and see it at the foot of your bed, you started this.
I think running is faster than flying. It's just that they were speaking and the little puffs of air from my jetpack are less obtrusive than the stomping. Okay, so we get everything now, other than possible mission logs. Being on these computers. Again, not trying to make anyone nauseous, just looking for just trying to make it 100% run. That's a mission log right there. Logs are tallied up at the end of the chapter. The wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie with the goat, and the children will lead them unto salvation. Is this an undead nursery?
Oh God. The first ones. They're all
Children. It's a children's tomb.
They buried their children here first. Couldn't bear the thought of recycling them.
Then they couldn't bear the thought of being separated from them either. So here they are.
Here they are.
Tomb of the Unburied. This coffin stands in memory of the first children lost to the illness that ravaged our station. Their bodies were tragically recycled before our minds were awakened to our greater purpose. Although they are lost, we hold them in our hearts forever.
So these people stole the core and ran here. And they hid their prize.
In a fucking children's tomb.
Some of the first children born in the belt, and this is the fate they suffered.
They were abandoned, but at least they weren't forgotten.
Here.
What do you think happened?
Let's find out.
Stop pushing me forward, game. I didn't enter this big room on purpose, and if I had looked at that coffin before scanning that status monitor, I would have had to do the whole thing over.
So they stole the MK core and brought it here. But then our security guard turned on his partner and shot her?
Seems right. Guess they stashed it before they had their fight. It's not in here.
I commenced this diary for the benefit of future histories. I believe we are embarking on a biomedical revolution. I bribed a guard, Maddox, to smuggle out the core and get us off Phoebe. My contact at the UNN promises to set me up with a new research team, somewhere no one can find us. Maddox's buddy dropped us off at an abandoned settlement. We were supposed to rendezvous with the UNN Urbanashi days ago. What was I thinking? The UNN can't handle this, there's nowhere safe. It must be destroyed. Just need to find a furnace that burns hot enough.
Looks like this scientist contacted the UNN, and they sent over the Urshinabi.
But they weren't able to stop the word from leaking out.
Confidential, do not duplicate. Designation MK Core. It is clear that the sample is encoded with instructions, and that those instructions are unknown, perhaps unknowable. Exposure to human biomass seems to activate it, although exposure to other replication mechanisms have proven effective as well. The sample is highly transmissible and, with proper exposure, maintains a 100% infection rate. A greater amount of biomass is needed in order to further understand the sample's encoded instructions. Okay, I guess this is some sort of super virus?
The MK core isn't a treasure. It's a weapon.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know. Something alive. And fucking dangerous.
I have compiled evidence to show why this substance presents such a novel set of risks. I now truly believe we may be looking at an eschatological event. I thought I could deliver this sample to the right hands and develop an antidote, but I underestimated many things. All that matters is that I destroy the sample and pray the same will be done to the rest of this cursed substance.
Cursed substance? Who talks like that?
So the MK core is some kind of organism.
I don't know. And neither do the scientists studying it.
And yet this company is pouring endless amounts of money into it. They're willing to kill to keep it secret, and now they're running human tests.
Not humans. Belters. They don't even think of Belters as human. Fucking inners. They found a weapon they didn't understand, and they brought it out here to play with.
That's horrible.
It's nothing new. Just like Anderson Station. The Lagoon. Even these people. Left out here to die. Just another chapter in the story.
Got something.
Ready? We found it.
And now we're going to destroy it.
I agree with that decision. It could only end badly for us if we kept it.
We'll reach full burn in about a minute. What are you going to tell the others?
I think these are both the same thing. I imagine that this is probably too altruistic to convince other people, so we're gonna say dangerous.
That we didn't have a choice. We can't sell a weapon like this, no matter how much money is involved.
Kamina, we do have a choice. Hear me out. Whatever this is, it could still be everything you need to help the belt. What if we kept it?
As a weapon? Or as a bargaining chip?
Call it what you want, but no one would mess with the OPA if they knew—
The OPA doesn't work that way. It's 100 factions with 1,000 goals. The OPA would tear itself apart over something like this.
Why are you so sure of that? You're talking like an inner.
I'm talking like someone who knows the OPA. Who knows men like Doss and what they do to stay in power.
But the belt may never get a chance like this again. You can't just take that away.
You don't get it. You may have bounced around in zero-G for a while, but you don't understand the belt.
Hey! What don't I understand?
Belters always look for danger. Broken air filters, leaky reactors, anything that could mean danger. And this... it's a disaster waiting to happen. Think about it. Not like a Martian, but like a Belter. From everything you've seen out here so far, how do you think this really ends for us?
Fuck. You're right. Let's do what we have to do.
Rayan, what are you doing?
See, Beratnas? Told you we couldn't trust her. Hand it over. Now!
Why? Why would you do that?
And that?
Arlen, listen to me. That is a death sentence. You'll never be able to unload it without getting killed in the process.
See, that's your issue. No faith in your crew. I already have a buyer on Ceres.
Damn it, Arlen, you don't understand what you're doing.
You always think you know better than everyone else. That's how you always end up here, yeah?
I don't know what the fuck your plan is, but you can't just take over the ship and throw Drummer in the brig.
No brig. Airlock.
What do you mean? Just got to head back to Ceres and...
Tinsha! How long is the trip to Ceres? Huh? 2 weeks? 3? You want to stay awake the whole time? Until we sell this thing, she'll be trying to take it back. Stubborn Owala. Never knows when she's lost.
Oh my god.
No, there has to be another way.
As long as she's on board, it's still her ship. You think Maya and Virgil will take orders from us while she's around? Psh, even the fucking pilot likes her. No. It's the only way to finish this. Take her to the airlock.
Trust me.
I was watching his index finger, and I knew that the gun had just disappeared.
I'm sorry, Cap. For real. I wish I could stop Arlen.
You can. Help me take him down.
Beratnas, the only reason I'm alive. The only reason I got off Vesta. Only person who has ever looked out for me besides... well, besides you. I can't let you hurt him, but I won't watch you die either.
Stand to be apart from your girlfriend, can you?
You son of a bitch! Let me go!
What did you do?
Sabaka nearly bit my ear off. Would have clawed my eyes out next.
Barada, no! She isn't a part of this!
She is now. Step back.
At least she was smart enough to put on her helmet. If Maya had taken that gun from that guy who was shooting at us, that might have ended up differently. Alright, that is it for this chapter. I waited 30 days after the first recording because of the copyright issue. And while I did email the press team about it, and I sent in a copyright dispute, both things were totally ignored. I get that I'm a very tiny channel, but I'm 100% sure that if they were using that as any sort of metric to decide whether or not to bother to intervene, that choice A of looking at what the size of the channel is, and then choice B of just doing it, choice B would have been just as easy to do. So we have talking about last night, prank revenge, okay, help in the belt, horrified by the mausoleum, Belters prepare for the worst, trusted Rayan, a lot of people trusted him apparently. Maya remained on Artemis, and Maya was spaced with Drummer and died. Oh, so like those are the only two choices. That means that most people got this one. All right, well, I'm glad that. Wait. So that means that out of the 90%-ish people that trusted, that roughly 60% of them made them trusting left Maya to die. Okay. All right. So it says the next episode needs to be downloaded, but the next episode is not yet out. There's 2 episodes left to go, and I hope that you'll join us as we complete The Expanse, a Telltale series. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you next time.